Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो भारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Our mind has got many faculties. One faculty, the best one, Uttama, is inquiry. The second faculty is complaints. The third faculty is negative thinking. The fourth faculty is depression. So, the spiritual practice is we have to work on our mind. For that, we have to be convinced. Life is lived by the mind. The body doesn't live the life. You are only hearing, but it has to be our conviction. Today our conviction is what? I am body. And therefore we take care of our body. Give good food, organic food, good exercise, good makeup to cover the breakup. So that body-wise we are presentable to the world. Good, we should do that. Because we are convinced that I am body. When we will be convinced that life is not lived by the body, life is lived by the mind. If we are convinced, we are only hearing, not convinced. If we are convinced, what will happen? We will take care of our body. We will give good food to the body. We will give good food to the mind. Now, what is the food for the mind? The food for the mind is thoughts. What thoughts? Crime, Harry Potter. When you will be seeing the Harry Potter, what will be your dream? You are sitting on a jhadu. Friends. And why this happens? Because we are not yet convinced that life is lived by the mind, not by the body. Now, how to get this conviction? You can get this conviction only from your own experiences. Nobody can teach you this. It's so simple. So then we'll come to know that whatever we have given importance to, that becomes the cause of our misery. And that importance is called as desire or kamana. Now to understand this, take an example, imaginary. There is one latex tube, latex rubber tube. That tube, if you just leave it on the table, it is relaxed. But in that tube, suppose you introduce one steel ball or anything bigger size. Because it is a tube, it will allow it to go inside. Then look at that. That part of the tube where that foreign body is not, there the tube is relaxed. Where the foreign body is, there the walls of that tube will be tense, is it not? What we have to do? How simple it is. Remove the foreign body. This is external example. Now where I learned, that I am telling you, I told you try this. Learn from every experience of your life. You are doing a great service to yourself. I was traveling along the Narmada Ji many years before, and near Devas or somewhere, when I was going on the banks of Narmada Ji, there was a lot of mud and there was no option. We had to go through the mud. So I took my khadav in my hand and barefoot I was going through the mud. So the mud must have been little more than the ankle deep up to the calf muscles. So somehow I went. And while going, some thorn went inside. You can't do anything. It's all muddy. So I somehow crossed, went to the place where I had to go, and then wash my feet and all that. And so many people talking something, I forgot about it. Then next day, little bit I was limping while walking. Third day it became more. So there was one of my friend, doctor friend, he said, Swamiji, what happened to you? Why are you walking like this thing? I said, this is a style. He said, no, not style. Something is wrong. I said, then I don't know something wrong with the foot. So let me check. So I sat, put my leg on the stool, and he saw. He said, look here, there is an abscess. And then he cleaned it and saw. He said, there is some thorn or some foreign body gone inside. But I said, I am Indian, how can the foreign body go inside? Swamiji, enough. It is serious, don't take it lightly. I said, don't cut my leg. Then he took something and removed that foreign body. After that, he plugged it with some tape, etc. I said, now, he said, it will automatically heal. You don't have to do anything for healing the tissues. Now be attentive. When the tissue received a foreign body, what the tissue will do? It will react. Reaction will be swelling, and there will be pain, red color, very tender. Why? Reaction of the foreign body in the tissue. When we remove that foreign body, in due time, reaction quietens down. You don't require anything external for healing of the wound. Clear? In our mind, anything that enters creates a wound or creates an abscess. That abscess is called as desire. Be very attentive. When there is a desire in our mind, we are very uncomfortable. I want that, I want that. And what is the fulfillment of a desire? Fulfillment of a desire is that object is removed from the mind. Desire is fulfilled. Then, aha. You have come back to your natural state. Naturally, we are blissful. If this is understood, what will be the spiritual practice? Whenever we give importance and value to anything in this world, that thing or person enters our mind. And that entry of that thing in our mind creates a reaction. And that reaction is called desire. And then that desire makes us uncomfortable. So what we want to do, remove that uncomfortable feeling. Then remove that desire. That means fulfill that desire. Fulfillment of the desire is coming back to your divine nature. Next step. As I told you, tea I take. So wherever I go, they know me very well now. She also had kept one kettle, and so I can heat the water. And only tea leaves. I am not a very expensive Swami. Black tea, no milk, no sugar. If you take it. So morning, 4 o'clock I get up. Then after morning ABCD, then I have to have a cup of tea. If there is no arrangement, oh God, why these people don't keep a water? Can't take you with this much, Because I want a cup of tea. Want is desire. And then that Amma realizes her mistake and she gets me a cup of tea in the morning. Swamiji, I am sorry I forgot, but I got tea for you. The moment the tea comes, aha. Then my understanding. I was unhappy when I did not have tea. I got tea, I am happy. Therefore, happiness is coming from tea. Think. And then we become addicted. But if we think, if happiness is the content of tea, everybody should be happy by taking a cup of tea. But this doesn't happen. Then I can't deny my happiness out of a cup of tea. Now think, this is spiritual practice. This is study of Vedanta. Not mechanically collecting information. He said like that, he said like that, he said like that. What you have to say? Very difficult. Go to dogs. First, only I told you, don't collect too much of information. Whatever you have heard, practice in life. So, what we think about, see, when I had a desire for a cup of tea, my mind was agitated. When I got a cup of tea, the agitations of the mind have gone. Therefore, agitated mind is misery, quiet mind is happiness. So, has the happiness come from the tea or from within? This is not in books. You have to discover yourself. These are the things, if we work on it, then we don't require anything outside. Therefore, in the 9th mantra, this point is brought out, how we should come back to ourselves. Sa eva sarvam yadbhutam yaccha bhavyam sanatanam jnatvatam mrityumatteti nanya pantha vimuktaye na anya pantha vimuktaye. There is no way out. This is the way. Which is the way? Sa eva sarvam. Paramatma alone is everything. That Paramatma, thou art. You have to understand this. Again, take some of our experiences. We all dream, is it not? Now, in that dream, the dreamer, the animals, the human beings, the five elements, the good, the bad, the success, the failure, everything is our own mind, is it not? Now, after we get out of our dream, we are in the waking state, do we worry about, hey, what happened to those people, in the dream I saw, what happened to them? Over. One more example. Go still further, deeper and deeper. Exactly the same way. Like we create dream, Bhagwan also creates dream. We are in the dream of Bhagavan. That Bhagavan is Brahmaji. Our dream is created by the mind, the subtle body. The individual subtle body creates our dream, and the total subtle body, Brahmaji, creates this world. Now, as whatever happens to good or bad, to the people or things in our dream, we don't care after we are out of the dream. Be very attentive. Exactly the same way. When Brahmaji's sleep is over, Mahapralaya happens. The great deluge happens. Ours is a mini deluge. Brahmaji is the great grand deluge. And when that grand deluge happens, will he ever think about that Swami Anubhavananda was giving lecture where he must have gone? Do we bother about what happened to the contents of our dream? Yeah, I had such a huge lottery, and look here, now the dream has gone. I wish I could smuggle it to the waking. No. Because we know it appear doesn't exist. Now this you apply in your day-to-day life. You all are thinking that you are seeing me. And I also think that I am seeing you. But both are wrong. Now try to inquire. Where do you see me? Where I am or in your mind? One by one, step by step. Now, are you really seeing me? If you close your eyes, can you see me? Or your eyes are open, but there is absolute darkness where I am seated. Then also you can't see me. Why? Because there is no image formed on your mind. Therefore, what we see is not the object, image of the object. If so many of you, I see inside, I'll burst open. See? So, what I am seeing and what you are seeing is only the images. And the quality of the image depends on the quality of the reflecting media. In a bucket, there is water. And in that water, there is cow dung. What will be the kind of reflection in that cow dung polluted water? Very dull. If that water is also shaky, what will be the reflection? Dull and shaky. Now, our body is a bucket. In that bucket, the waters of the mind. And those waters are polluted by the worldly things and beings. Worldly things is the cow dung, and agitations are the relations. That mind which is polluted by the worldly things and agitated because of the relations in that dull, disturbed mind, what will be the perception? What should be done? The mind should be calm, uncontaminated by any contents. When we come to this quality of mind, then we will comprehend this. Sa eva sarvam yad bhutam. All whatever was in the past, yacha bhavyam, whatever will be in the future, chakarat vartaman. And whatever is in the present, everything is the same reality. Whatever were the experiences of the childhood and the past, there I was. Now in the present experiences, I is. And again in the future experiences, the same I will continue to be. Is this I changing? It is the same. See, but what happens? Instead of remaining a substratum for all the three, past, present, and the future, we get caught up in either in the past and go on thinking about the past, or we get caught up in the future, go on worrying about the future, or in the present, we go on comparing the things. Drop these three things. You have done a great favor to yourself. No past memories, no future worries, no present comparisons. Mind dissolves in consciousness. Contents plus consciousness is mind. And mind without contents is consciousness. Man with wife is husband. Husband without wife is man. Now tell me, man can become husband. Husband can never become a man. How? He is already a man. He doesn't have to become, he is already a man. So, husband is an abscess on the man. And wherever there is an abscess, there is a pain. So, remove the abscess. How? Don't take her seriously. Take her lightly. But Swamiji, she is very heavy. Friends, life is like a cup of tea. It depends how you make it. You decide. See, friends, therefore, sa eva sarvam yad bhutam yaccha bhavyam sanatanam. It was ever the same. It is ever the same. It shall be ever the same. Therefore, na kuch pana, you don't have to gain anything in this world. Na kuch khona, nothing to lose. Then what is life? Time pass. Bhagwan created this world for time pass. Therefore, don't take life seriously. Once it happened somewhere, I think in Hubli, in Karnataka, there was some group of Sindhi Gujaratis. They had some congregation. So they called me. Swamiji, please come and talk here in Hindi for our people. I said, okay. When I went, while going to the stage, that old man told me, Swamiji, please bring this topic in your talk, that the children are spoiled because of the TV and all kinds of things. I said, okay. They have dialed the wrong number. So I went to the stage and started. Today in our country, the TV has spoiled. Now that person who was briefing me, he was looking at, I look at him. Today in our country, the TV has spoiled all the old people. So Amiji, no. I said, yes. See, friends, old people are so addicted to TV. in one house, both the parents had their parents, so 4 oldies in one house, you can imagine. And they had 2 sons, one son, one daughter. And as if it is a relay race. One old fellow will go, second will come, and the TV is running 24/7. The children have to study, but their TV will not stop. So they complained, Mummy, tell them they don't stop the TV, we have to study. So Mummy said to her parents, look here, they have to study, don't start the TV and all that. No, no, no. During our time, there was never TV. Now, it is there, now we will use it. Arey, you are here for TV seeing or what? Friends, it is in our hands. Remember, we should not be a source of disturbance to others. Don't accept anybody as a source of disturbance. Idea is, mind your mind. If you can mind your mind, you are doing a great favor to you. And such a person will understand this. Yat sarvam, yat bhutam, yat cha bhavyam sanatanam, jnatva tam. Having realized this, mrityumatteti, you transcend death. Transcending death means what? See, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, the story comes. Parikshitji was cursed that a snake, the Takshaka will come and bite him and he'll die after 1 week. Then the whole Bhagavad Katha goes, and at the end, that Takshaka comes, bites, and he dies. On that questions. Swamiji, when he heard it, then yet he died. So what is the use of Bhagavad Katha? I said, if you have heard it properly, understood, you will not ask this question. What is said there? In the 11th canto, all the topics that go, they clearly tell that there is no death. And Parikshitji was established in that. And therefore, the snake came and given a strong bite to kill the body, not Parikshitji. See, friends, whichever way you think properly, death is impossible. When they say last life, this life, next life, what does it mean? Before coming to Pittsburgh, I was in Minneapolis. Before that, I was in Detroit. Before that, I was in what is that port? Portland. Before that, Las Vegas. So when I left Las Vegas, did I die? Las Vegas is dead for me. Then I left this Portland. Did I die? Portland dead for me. Then I left, they came to this Detroit, that I left, that is dead for me. In the same manner, childhood dead for me, I am the same. Teenage dead for me, I am the same. Middle age dead for me, I am the same. So we should be expert in dying. 3 times we have died. What happened to us? In the same manner, when this body will die, who cares? Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi dhirastatra namuyati. Wise people are not deluded by the ghost of death. Jnatvatam, knowing this, mrityumatteti. See, friends, unnecessarily we are worried. And the so-called spiritual people are more worried. Swamiji, what happens after death? People are happy around you. Gaya acha hai. See, friends, don't get carried away by all the small little things in life. Jnatvatam mrityuvanteti, and na anya pantha vimuktaye. There is no other option. This is the way. Friends. And therefore, we have to learn to remain 100% in the present. Remaining 100% in the present means you have transcended the time factor. Past is what? Tense. Future is tense. We are living in tenses. Therefore, we are living in tensions. Now, if we drop the past tense gone. Don't talk about past. Don't ask anybody about their past. People are the same thing. Swamiji, where are you from? When were you born? How were you born? Was it a normal delivery? Ram, Ram, Ram. There is no end to these stupid questions. What is the need to know about anybody? Or else we go on talking about ourselves. Swamiji, when I was there, I don't want to know. We only create all these problems because all the time talking about the past. So, past is tense. If we drop the past, one tension gone. If we drop the future, stop worrying, another tension gone. When past and future tenses disappear, present also is not a tense. So it is not a present, then it is a presence. Presence with tenses is mind. Mind without tenses is presence. You don't have to do anything. Become lazy. Thank you, Swamiji. Now I have got authority to tell. Don't tell me anything. Swamiji told, be lazy. So, the teacher, the slowly, is expanding our understanding into infinite. And what will be that understanding? Next mantra. Sarva bhutastam atmanam. Sarva bhutani chatmani. Sampashyan Brahma Paramam Yati Nannena Hetuna. This mantra comes in so many places. In Kaivalyopanishad, this mantra comes. It will change. Sarva bhutastam atmanam sarva bhutani chatmani sampashyan Brahma Paramam. This is Kaivalyopanishad. Then sarva bhutastam atmanam sarva bhutani chatmani. Then this part is also from Ishavasya. Then Bhagavad Gita, same thing. Sarva bhutastam sarva bhutani chatmani ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshana. Same mantra. So, sarva bhutastam atmanam. See yourself in all being. How to see them? Like you mothers see yourself in your child. When the child is happy, more than that the mother is happy. Because she sees herself in the child and the child in her. But if it is some other person, other child, these days it happens. Immediately philosopher. So to see ourselves in others, it is not a physical getting into. Because all experiences happen only through the mind. Therefore, Sarva bhutastam atmanam sarva bhutani cha atmani. See yourself in all. Now, how do we see? When somebody scolds me, I feel hurt. So if I have to see myself in others, what should be my approach? I should not hurt anybody in this world. Atmaupamena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna. Sukham va yadi va dukkham sa yogi paramo mataha. He is a super deluxe yogi, according to Bhagavan Krishna. So yogi paramo mataha. Who is he? Atmaupamena sarvatra samam pashyati. He sees himself in all the beings, like how he is happy in the happiness of others. That doesn't mean he is miserable in in the miseries of others. No, that is not the meaning. Then he extends a hand of help to the miserable. One person asked me this question. Swamiji, what is the secret of your happiness? I said, Bhagavad Gita. How come? This shloka I quoted. What is the meaning? I say, meaning is I am happy in the happiness of others. Like I go and attend the marriages of the people. That is the only event, moment they are happy. So I am with them. After that, they continue, I go to the next marriage. So you get married to become happy, and I go to marriages to remain happy. Now you decide. Friends, if you can be happy in the happiness of others, nobody can make you miserable in life. And that can happen only if we recognize this truth. Like sometime there is, let us say, a pain somewhere or khujli. Will our hand have to requested, excuse me, Miss Tarjani, will you please go and scratch here? No. It happens. And there is no say, look here, I have been scratching enough now. No, no, no. This is such a simple thing. Again and I can recognize this thing. When something is hurting my hand, I don't say, hand is hurt. I say, I am hurt. Because although the limbs are different, but the notion or the experience that I am that is never corrupted. Exactly the same way. Expand yourself, giving up all the barriers of individuality. And this is exactly happens in our deep sleep. In deep sleep, the barrier of body identification has gone. Before putting the children to sleep, the mother says, look here, you should not face your feet to the south, it is unholy, okay? And the child sleeps like that. After he sleeps, then like the clock hands, he goes on moving. Which direction are the heads and legs? Therefore, Sarva Bhutastam Atmanam Sarva Bhutani Chatmani. Do not find out reason to differentiate between. Find out an excuse to discover a common denominator. When we are at the periphery, differences are wide. When you come to the center, differences start closing. If you are sitting on the giant wheel, you must have sat number of places. The most dumb giant wheel is from Singapore. You don't get the thrill of it. You sit there, you do not know whether it's moving or not moving. The joy is only it goes a little faster and then, oh, that is the fun in that. So, when you are sitting in the giant wheel, periphery, it is very strongly influencing. As you come to the center, all changes are seen, but no disturbance. Exactly. We are all living at the periphery of our personality, relations and possessions. That is the periphery of our personality. Migrate toward the center. And when you come to the center, there this experience happens. Sarva bhutastam atmanam sarva bhutani chatmani. When we are able to recognize the miseries of others and extend a helping hand, and when we are happy in the happiness of others, we are walking the right direction. Sampashan Brahma Paramam Yati Nannena Hetuna. Having experienced this, this is called as God realization. Don't have those things which do happen, but it has nothing to do with us. Like you go to some Mahatmas and they will give you one on your back and your back pain gone. Hurry, Mahatma, back pain gone. He will keep quiet. He'll go, Mahatma, I went there, he gave me one on the back, my back pain, so many years it is gone. Next day onward, a huge queue. Don't do that. We don't have to be extraordinary in our life. Spiritual life means remain ordinary, not extraordinary. We don't have to be specialized. Be common. GP, common. What is a specialist? He who knows more and more about less and less. Go to the ENT. Doctor Saab, my left ear is paining. I'm sorry, I'm right ear specialist. See, friends, be just common. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. Your life will be relaxed. Now tell me, what makeup or what style you follow when you sleep? Nothing. Because you are not there. It is happening in Prakriti. You must have seen some people when they sleep, their mouth, eyes, nose, everything open. And if you put some in their mouth, jalebi. See, friends, this I have done as a student in our ashram. That day I discovered this thing. Why he is doing like this? He is no more there. Therefore, sampasyan brahma paravam yati nanena hetuna. There is no other option that is available than this. Now to come to this, now the teacher is telling the technique. Atmanamaranim krutva pranavam chottaranim jnana nirmatana abhyasat pasham dahati panditaha. We never see the ghee in the milk. Ghee doesn't come from outside. We never see waves in the ocean. But the waves on the ocean do not come from outside. So what we have to understand, the ghee is unmanifest in the milk, or waves are unmanifest in the ocean. Make it very clear, very simple. In the same manner, we don't have to become divine. We have to allow the dormant divinity to manifest. That is spiritual life. External things are nowhere. You all have studied Bhagavad Gita. Is anywhere it is written there the signs of a devotee? Rudraksha mala, Spatika mala, Tulasi mala, Vaijanti mala, nowhere. Or a .com, railway lines, electric post, U-turn, nothing. But all our so-called spirituality is only a make-up spirituality to made something out of it. So important. Remember, spiritual life is not becoming extraordinary. Remember this principle. Remain so insignificant in this world, as much insignificant as space. When the space is in the temple, it is not holy. When it is in the toilet, it is not unholy. That bulb, if it is in the temple, it is not holy. If the bulb is in the toilet, it is not unholy. Suppose the temple bulb becomes fuse. Now what to do? Take out that toilet bulb, fix it there. But how come this bulb has come over here? Maybe some merits must have surfaced. No, Ram. Don't get lost in all that rubbish. Don't get into cause and effect. If you want to be really simple in your life, therefore I told why and how, drop it. ये ऐसा ही होता है. This is our Bombay language. ऐसा ही होता है. There is no logic, there is no reason. The more you become light-hearted, all the problems will disappear. We are the source of all the problems. You disappear, life is beautiful. See? Therefore, we have to allow the dormant divinity to manifest. How do we do that? Here the technique is given. You must have seen how they do the churning. Not here, but in a village area you can see. They will be having the milk, they heat properly, cool it properly. Then they add some starter. Then it is kept undisturbed. Then it becomes the yogurt. The spelling, original spelling is Yoghurt. Americans have made it YOG. What is? You removed H. But actually the H is there. Yogurts. So you make a yogurt and then the yogurt is churned with the churning. And when the churning is done, then you remove the butter which comes, take out with your hand, put it in a pot and do like this. So all the loose skin also goes there. Organic. And keep on doing it till no more butter surfaces. And thereafter, put it for heating, not directly very strong heat, slow heat. And slowly, slowly, it starts melting. Kachra removed, and ultimately, pure ghee remains. The ghee has not come from outside. Exactly. We have to churn ourselves. Atmanam aranim krutva. The one who is doing the sadhana, he is the arni. See, in earlier days, what they used to, today also you can see on YouTube, these things come. The lower portion is a wooden cup fixed in the soil. Upper, there is another wooden cup held by a student or a person. And in between, there is a wooden rod. So it becomes like a churning rod. And the third person, he will be churning that rod with the rope. And as a result, there will be friction. And because of the friction, they will be adding cotton or dry twigs. Then because of that heat, it catches fire. That is the way to invoke the fire for the yajna karma, for the devoted works. But what we do, the same light rubber is used for bidi, we use it for Bhagwan. So, Atmanam aranim krutva, who am I, whosoever you may be, I want to do sadhana, so sit down, I is sitting. Don't worry who is this I. Atmanam aranim krutva, pranavam chottararani. Now you are focusing to something highest in your life. What is that highest? Pranava. Om. This Omkar chanting quietens the mind with minimum efforts. It is said in Panchadashi, Dirgham pranabam ucharya manorajyam viliyate. The problems are of habitual thinking. We all have that problem. There is nothing to worry about, but we keep on, suppose keep quiet, there is no need. But we just keep on unnecessarily thinking. And then we get fed up. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. One person in Mumbai asked me this question. Swamiji, please don't tell my name to anybody. I said, okay. You know, now I am 90. I said, I will not tell anybody you are 90. I will tell you are 19. He said, no, not that. Then, see, I have got grandchildren. But now also, in my mind, some dirty thoughts come. I get fed up of myself. What should I do? This is called as the unwanted thinking. Although we don't want, the thoughts come. For such, here our Upanishad tells, Dirgham Pranamam Ucharya. When you chant a long, prolonged Om, means what? Only one thought is for a long period of time. When it is a short thought, Om, 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 there will be many. So, you have to chant long Om. So, slowly, slowly, the agitations of the mind will be quietened. You must have seen many people when they chant Om, they lengthen the O aspect. Oh, like your dogs. Oh. See, lengthen the Ma aspect, not O aspect. So when you chant Om, by this what happens? The sound waves which are created as a result of chanting Om, they permeate in and through all the cells of your body. And you slowly start cooling down and quietening your mind, your body, and all the functions of your body. Your BMR falls down, your respiration becomes slow and shallow, mind is quietened to a great extent. This is what is mentioned here. Atmanam ardim krutva pradavam chottaranim. Between these two, now further. Now we inquire. See, I'll give you one example to make it understand. Who goes to sleep? Don't demonstrate. Who goes to sleep? Of course, I go. How do you go to sleep? See, I leave everything outside. I come to my house, and then I leave the house. Then I go to my room. Then I go below the quilt, and then I leave everything. And then I want to sleep. That is the only thing now. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. Till such time, I and want is there. Sleep has not begun. When this I and the want, when both of them are dropped, sleep begins. In sleep, there is nobody. So find out who goes to sleep. देखो महाराज आत्मानमरणं कृत्वा प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिं ज्ञान निर्मथनाभ्यासात्. Now you are churning your experiences in the light of the wisdom given by the Upanishad. Churning. Manthanam is churning. Jnana nirmathanabhyasa. Not mechanically. Om, 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 om. Kuch ho hi nahi raha yaar. Om, 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 om. See, friends, that is not spiritual life. Therefore, never do anything mechanically. It should be done with clear understanding. And it must reflect our experience. Swamiji, my children don't listen to me. What is the reason? Reason is our words carry no meaning. Once Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was approached by a mother and a child. Thakur, please tell him he is eating too much of sweets. If you tell, he will listen. So the great master said, come next Sunday. He made her come 4, 5, 6 times. Then he told the child, hey, come here. Don't eat sweets. It's not good for your teeth, health, okay? He said, okay, I will not take. He stopped taking. Now his mother, she became angry. The son has gone out. He said, if only this much you had to tell, why did you make me come half a dozen times? So that great teacher told, before I tell your child, don't eat sweets, I must abstain myself from the sweets for 1 week at least. Friends, when the words carry the meaning, then it has an impact. Our words do not carry the meaning. Therefore, I am telling, but nobody listens to me. Why will they listen? Your words are only noise. No meaning in that. This is what is mentioned here. Atmana maranim krutva pranavam chottaran jnana nirmathanabhyasat. Now do the churning of knowledge. What is the churning of knowledge? This is what I told you. Who goes to sleep? Who realizes? There is nobody in the sleep. How there can be anybody in realization? Who dies? Nobody dies. Because there is no body identification. The who died? There is one very deep thought about this. All our three bodies have got three diseases. Gross body has got gross diseases, subtle body has got the mental problems, and causal body has got the disease of the wrong notion. As long as these diseases are there, the bodies are alive. When our gross body has no disease or it cannot have any disease, then it is a dead body. Dead body doesn't have disease. But the body dies, but it doesn't die actually, because the five elements go back to the five elements. Nothing dies. Similarly, subtle body mind, the diseases are all confusions, chaos, and desire, anger, etc. When all of them stop, then the mind dies. It goes back to consciousness. Then the disease of the causal body is ignorance. When ignorance dies, the jiva recognizes his divine nature. He is no more jiva. Therefore, these three bodies are bodies because of their ability to have diseases. So if you have got diseases, don't worry, you are still alive. The whole attitude in life will change. Jnana nirmathana bhyasan pasham dahati panditaha. So panditaha, the wise masters or the teachers or the students, they will dahati, pasham dahati. What is the pasha? Pasha is a rope that binds us. What is binding us? Wrong notions. We are all leading notional life. Drop the wrong notions. And the wrong notions become so deep that we are told, papoham, papa karmaham, in the last life this happened, therefore in this life. Get out of that wrong thinking. See, in all the religions, they talk about there is one soul per body. Like there is one soul per shoe. Spelling whatever you keep doesn't matter. There is no one soul per body. It is a big bluff. See, friends, they define Paramatma. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Very good. What is Jiva? Jiva is Jiva. What is Jiva? What is the soul? We will never talk about it. Vedanta tells us, what is the soul? Soul is a hodgepodge of three things. Husband is the soul and man is Brahman. Now how the husband is born? Any fool getting married to another fool is called as husband, is it not? Foolo ka mela. Do you require any qualification to become a husband? Anybody can get to married, anybody becomes husband. Now, next step. Suppose the wife leaves and goes away. What happens to husband? Nothing happens because he was never there. Therefore, I'll tell you one Maha Mantra, try. You will never be miserable. Don't address your partners with their names and honey and chewing gum. See, don't address that way. Then how to address? This is the way. Husband, you call Mithya, please come. Then he will say, Mithya, okay, I am coming. Both of them will recognize husband, wife are Mithya. They are not real. And once you recognize that they are real, not real, Mithya, you will not take them seriously. You take them seriously, you imagine they are real. Arey Dumbo, they are not real. If study of scriptures make you miserable, why should you study? See, Atmanamaranim Krutva Pranapam Chottararani Jnana Nirmathana Bhyasat, then Pasham Dahati Panditaha. The wise people burn away, what is the Pasha? The wrong notions. Pasha is something which is tying us down. See, friends. This is so simple. We have to do nothing. Only recognize this secret. I don't know if I told. One girl in Mumbai came to me and told Swamiji, you know my case, I am a divorce. My mother asked to ask you something. I said, you are tailor. I am not interested in you. No, not for that. Then there is some function in their house. And in that function, only married girls are allowed to attend. So after divorce, now I am not married. So should I consider myself as a widow or what? Now tell me. After divorce, a girl or a boy, do they become widow? Who died? Nobody dies. So when we get married, husband is born. Is it like a baby born? क्या हो गया? Husband हो गया. अरे? Think. Where is this husband show? Separate the husband from the man. This is husband, this is man. How simple it is. One of the Westerners here only in your country asked me, Swamiji, you people have got these ladies, they have got a .com on their forehead. What is that? I said, the idea is that married, you have got no chance now. That is the meaning of the .com. Oh, it is for that? Yes. Then gents, they don't have anything. I said, no need. From the face you can be married. Don't require anything. Their very face indicates. Gaya. Jnana nirmathana bhyasad pasham dahati panditaha. Pasham, we have tied us down in the wrong notions. That I am unfortunate, I am this thing, I am very good, but people are very bad, nothing like that. Don't take anybody seriously. But we unnecessarily take the thing seriously, and therefore we suffer. One girl and her father, we were going somewhere. She wanted me to go somewhere. I said, I will not come here. You go and see. I enjoy from here. Swamiji, please come. It looks so beautiful. I said, then you see, I don't want to come. But why you don't come when it looks so beautiful? I said, you look also beautiful, but is it? Next 3 days she didn't talk to me. You look beautiful. What looks beautiful is never beautiful. That is why they make up. Therefore, jnana nirmathana bhyasad pasham dahati panditaha. Wrong notions are the pash. Wrong notions about ourselves, about world, about God, about spiritual practice. All these wrong notions are tying us down in this relative world, we take it seriously. We take it to be very real. It is not. Jnana nirmasanabhyasat pasham dhati panditaha. Now, how the jiva is born is the topic. How a husband is born, you know. By God's grace, man is born. By disgrace, husband is born. What can I do? Language is like that. Narayana. 12th mantra. Sa eva maya parimohitatma. Shariramastaya karoti sarvam. Striyannapanadi vichitra bhogaihi. Sa eva jagrat paritrupti meti. Sa eva, the same one who became this whole world, the same one who is Sa Vishnu, Sa Pranaha, he, everything he is. Sa eva, he alone is this world, he alone is the five great elements, he alone is the body, he alone is the mind, he alone is the sense organs, he alone is the organs of action, everything he alone is. So Sa eva, that one absolute reality, Maya parimohitatma. He has been deluded by the impact of Maya. Now this word Maya we should understand clearly. Maya is not a name of a person. People give the name. See? I don't know how they give these names to these people. Maya, Mamata, Asha, Apeksha, these are mental abnormalities. But they give the name. Educated. Google told, you Maya. Like that one lady, here only it happened. Now they are shifted to India. Swamiji, I don't want to go to Google for searching a name. You tell. What happened? I got a daughter. And then give a daughter. No. The letter has come D. Now for the D, what name should I give? I am not able to understand. Dysentery. He breathed a boy, diarrhea. Do we give the names of the disease? No. But this Maya, Apeksha, Ichcha, Asha. So, Sa eva Maya parimohitatma. We are deluded by Maya. Now be attentive. Maya means what? Miyate anaya ya sa Maya. That which gives us a measured information. And we take that measured information as absolute. And then we come under the influence of that. The whole phenomena is called as Maya. For example, our vision can see a light spectrum, which one? Vibgyor. It cannot go beyond violet and red. And if I insist, whatever I can see with my eyes, that alone is the truth. If I don't see with my eyes, I don't believe. We are under the influence of Maya. So our whole life is based on the knowledge that we get through our sense organs, through our mind, through our intellect. So living our day-to-day life under the influence of these three means of knowledge, taking them as ultimate, we are under the influence of the Maya. Sense organs demand objectivity. Mind demands emotions. Intellect demands concepts. The truth is neither objective, nor emotions, nor conceptual. But sa eva maya parimohitatma. The same Paramatma, as if coming under the influence of the Maya, Shariramastaya karoti sarvam. Then functioning through the body, he starts living as a body, for the body, on everybody. The whole life is lived only as a body. Shariramastaya karoti sarvam. And what he does, Stri Annapanadi Vichitra Bhogaihi, he becomes extremely extrovert. Indulgence becomes the disorder of their life. Without that, they cannot survive. And sa eva jagrat paritrupti meti. So the same reality with the conditioning of the gross body enjoys as a waker, goes through good and bad experiences. The same reality, conditioning of the subtle body, becomes the dreamer and goes through good and bad experiences. The same reality, giving up the conditioning of the gross and subtle body, goes into the darkness of deep sleep. So here, very important point we have to remember and understand. Point is, waker does not become the dreamer. The waker and dreamer, they do not go to sleep. So, who makes this statement? I had good sleep, but in between, I had bad dreams also. Who makes this statement? This statement cannot be made by the waker because he was not in the deep sleep and he was not in the dream. Waker was not there. This statement cannot be made by the dreamer because he is not in the waking and he was not in the deep sleep. This statement also cannot be made by the deep sleeper because he is not there in the waking. But this statement is made, is it not? We make this statement. I had good sleep, but in between some bad dreams came, but it's okay. Who makes this statement? Jnana nirmatana abhyasat. Inquire, find out. Homework for the whole night. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.